The University of Seville, working in collaboration with the Andalusian Institute of Historical Heritage, has conducted an intensive LiDAR survey in a historically compelling area between the Spanish coastal towns of Camposoto and Sancti Petri. Their goal was to discover the remnants of a long-written-of temple, one dedicated to ancient deities. However, what they discovered instead was an incredibly ancient, once enormous mass dwelling, complex yet intelligently laid out, as if almost akin to modern-day standards of care in regard to sanitation management, food production, and quality of dwelling for its massive population's well-being. A mega-metropolis that, predictably, the academics responsible for its discovery have not only attempted to downplay the find, but also tried to claim it as merely proof of their original temple assertion. Clearly, they are merely backing the tale of events put forth by whomever funded said expedition. From the researchers themselves, quote, "The survey area consisted of submerged landscape, seemingly dominated by a series of ancient marshes. Something we feel was most probably intelligently managed farmlands prior to the Great Deluge, which eventually drowned this entire mega-metropolis. Yet I digress." They continued, "The study revealed a new ancient coastal landscape, with the presence of moorings, an inland port, and several large, monumental buildings." End quote. By combining data from previous anomalous discoveries, the team created a cross-section of findings, and by a process of elimination, they pinpointed an area in which to scan. Yet, interestingly, after said discoveries of the structures, they quickly and simply delimited the entire area without any further field study or investigation whatsoever. Could this rapid delimitation of the area in regards to the LiDAR scanning possibly be in an attempt to obscure the true enormity of this pre-flood ruin? During their focused investigation, they found rectangular structures some 300 by 150 meters in size. However, these discoveries contradicted their own strictly followed academic accounts of this supposedly legendary temple's whereabouts. This discovery being the mission's objective all along, yet curiously, as mentioned, any further expansion of the LiDAR investigations, academic funding has been stonewalled. Could their reluctance to continue further investigations on a mission which has already clearly cost a lot of funding due to them actually having discovered yet another complexly, intelligently, clearly advanced pre-flood mega-metropolis? Well, we find said possibilities and the rapid growth of independently owned LiDAR technology incredibly exciting. An unexpected discovery was recently made by a group of scientists. While exploring an as-yet unmapped section of the Pacific Ocean just off the coast of Hawaii, they stumbled upon something incredibly intriguing. During the exploration of the summit of an undersea mountain, around an area known as the Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument, a protected conservation area encompassing some 580,000 square miles northwest of Hawaii, researchers stumbled upon and briefly along a possibly incredibly ancient yellow brick road. "It's the road to Atlantis," one scientist has quipped to the press jovially, not realizing how accurate he may one day be found to be. Quote, "Our exploration of this never-before-surveyed area is helping researchers take a deeper look at life on and within the rocky slopes of these deep ancient seamounts. Previous expeditions aboard the Nautilus research vessel have unearthed a plethora of eerie aquatic anomalies." End quote. What makes the discovery interesting is its seemingly artificial nature, appearing to indeed be the legendary yellow brick road to Atlantis. One made of bricks, laid next to each other in a near-perfect fashion, many of which exhibiting 90-degree angles. Others involved in the mission have also been quick to discredit the discovery, however, claiming it is nothing other than a natural formation. Quote, "At the summit of Nootka Seamount, the team spotted a dry lakebed formation, now identified as a fractured flow of hyaloclastite rock. The remarkable brick-like divisions between the rocks are likely the coincidental result of heating and cooling stresses from multiple volcanic eruptions over millions of years." End quote. There are many ancient antediluvian ruins which have been discovered and indeed shared here upon our channel. Many so undeniably artificial that their sheer existence, due to the geological data and thusly the dating of their submersion, continue to pose historical chronology a real problem, and we feel if further investigation of this site could possibly be undertaken in the future, this explanation of it being a natural formation could one day be perceived as a dismissal of a truly ancient yet also clearly yellow brick road. Could the yellow brick road to Atlantis, just like that of the Bimini Road, one day be found to be a true road? Well, we find such possibilities highly compelling. Discovered in 1860 within the astounding Valley of the Kings, the Atlantis Ring has since proven to have been a most incredible of finds. Not only for the secret sacred geometry that was found to have been inscribed upon this seemingly insignificant clay ring, but also for the strange, seemingly reoccurring pattern of curses or good luck talismans wrapped around the entire magic of this once incredible yet now lost civilization. Once discovered, it was said to cast a protective spell upon those who wore it. A supposed positive energy force that, although as strange as that of the Curse of Tutankhamun, is one that is far less mentioned within the career and discoveries of Howard Carter himself. This, regardless of the fact that it has since gone on to be an incredibly popular mass-produced product, once kept secret for many years by Carter himself. Also now sold under the claim that it does indeed emit a powerful energy field around the wearer. The science behind these claims we cannot claim to understand. However, the ring's modern popularity, along with the lack of coverage regarding this possible legend within the discussion of Howard Carter's career, we have found peculiar. Featuring 2 triangles, 6 small and 3 larger rectangles with a semi-cylindrical form, it was originally found by Marquis de Grain. A blueprint of the ring was soon sent to Carter himself, who made and wore a secret replica which he kept himself until his death in 1939. In 1922, Carter would discover King Tut's tomb. Before opening the tomb, hieroglyphics above the tomb's unbroken seal were read. It said, "The wings of death shall touch all who violates the pharaoh's eternal rest." Unperturbed, they opened the tomb, discovering treasures beyond all of their wildest imaginations. Yet, as warned, all who were involved in this discovery eventually met curious fates, with just Carter himself left, the one person who was undeniably the most guilty party in the entire excavation. He would not die until 17 years later, at the reasonably young age of 66. During these 17 years, however, the flurry of media attention around the claimed curse persisted. Interestingly, whenever asked how he had seemingly escaped the curse for so long, he would always reply that he had a secret talisman, a good luck charm, that protected him from the curse. This initial cast of the ring Carter had made, it turns out, he seemingly knew of its incredibly important geometric significance. Yet it was not until 1940, while going through his documents, that his studies and indeed rules of wearing the ring were revealed to the world. His talisman, a replica of the Atlantis ring. A relic many thousands of years old, originally made from Aswan clay, like something out of a Holy Grail story. It seems the least valuable, seemingly most conspicuous of finds, turned out to be one of the most, if not the most valuable to Howard himself. Out of all the golden wonders he had ever unearthed, this one which he didn't even discover himself, he kept closest to his heart. It is because of this that we find the Atlantis ring highly compelling.